Terence Crawford has 6 ways he can win it. And my money will go on the man who has 6 ways to win it.
Roy Jones Jr. has officially joined forces with Terence, but Crawford ahead of the Canelo Alvarez fight. The news has shocked boxing fans everywhere. This isn't just a team-up. It's a major move that's changing the way people see this huge matchup. Roy Jones Jr., a boxing legend who climbed through weight classes all the way to heavyweight, is now stepping in as Terence Crawford's mentor for the biggest challenge of his career. Jones isn't buying the critics' usual excuses about weight. In fact, he's made it clear that Crawford has 6 different paths to victory, while Canelo has only one. Coming from someone who built his legacy on beating the odds, that's a powerful statement.
Fight that he can fight, the only correct fight that he can fight, he does have a chance, and I think he could be victorious. If he doesn't fight the one way that he can only fight to win it, Terence Crawford has 6 ways he can win it. And my money will go on the man who has 6 ways to win it.
The big question now is whether this legendary partnership will be the secret weapon Crawford needs to take down Mexico's biggest superstar, or if it's just more hype that will fade once the bright lights of Las Vegas come on.
Yeah, get it! 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 Get it! Yeah, move out the way! 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 Yeah, yeah!
Step aside, because on paper this partnership feels almost unreal. Terence Crawford, the undefeated pound-for-pound king, is preparing to move up several weight classes to take on one of boxing's most dangerous champions. Standing with him is Roy Jones Jr., a legend who made his name by climbing divisions and making bigger opponents look slow and out of place. Jones isn't just speaking in cliches either. He openly admits he's siding with Crawford, even though he respects both fighters. And his explanation is direct and revealing.
I don't think Terence did with much of anything, because Terence did like I did as a heavyweight. He bulked up to the weight. He been dealing with super middles and light heavyweights in training. If you can deal with them in training, you can deal with them in the fight. So the weight should not even be an issue.
Jones didn't hold back when he said, "Bud stays hungry, but I don't know if Canelo is still hungry." It's a powerful statement because in boxing, hunger often decides who rises and who falls. That subtle shot at Canelo's drive has already stirred up the boxing world. Jones is pointing out that Crawford's relentless push for respect and recognition could give him the mental edge. And coming from a fighter who's seen it all, those words carry real weight. Still, size remains the big question. Critics argue Crawford is too small to stand toe-to-toe with a natural super middleweight like Canelo. But Jones dismisses that talk, reminding everyone that Crawford has made a career out of proving people wrong, moving through weight classes and making elite fighters look ordinary.
Crawford, у Крофта есть высокий IQ, и обоих стойках он может боксировать, он можно давить и бегать, и даже ближний бой тоже может. Поэтому мне тоже интересно, если он не набирает лишний вес, может тоже выиграть это. Есть шанс.
Still, not everyone is sold on Crawford's chances. Israel Madrimov, the same fighter Crawford dominated last year, has called it a 50-50 fight. His concern is clear. If Crawford bulks up too much and loses his trademark speed, Canelo could end it early. He's not the only one sounding the alarm either. Many analysts warn that adding extra muscle might actually hurt Crawford, since in this fight, timing and movement could matter more than pure power.
It is still 50-50, but obviously...
he says that till he goes to Canelo.
I'm obviously going to say that this is a 60-40 fight, and I have Crawford winning this fight. Crawford's going to win this fight doing something that nobody's done to Canelo.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. And it didn't take me going to camp to know this.
Okay.
This is me knowing Crawford.
Okay.
And also me knowing, like, you know, hey, in order to beat Canelo, you just got to be different. You got to do something.
On the other hand, Shawn Porter, who has seen Crawford's training camp up close, completely disagrees. He points to the incredible shape of Crawford's legs, built from intense high-altitude training in Colorado Springs. Porter believes that lower body strength will be Crawford's secret weapon against the kind of pressure Canelo applies. So while the debate over weight continues, both sides are making strong arguments, and fans remain more divided than ever. Make no mistake, this isn't just another payday for Terence Crawford. This is about legacy. At 41-0, already a two-time undisputed champion in 2 divisions, Crawford is chasing greatness in 4 weight classes, with a chance to topple boxing's biggest star. Canelo, meanwhile, is no stranger to pressure. With 63 wins, only 2 losses, and a career spanning multiple divisions, he remains Mexico's most celebrated champion. But questions linger. Has he slowed down? Is he still as sharp as he once was? His recent fights have been solid, but not spectacular. And against Crawford, solid may not be enough. Both men are coming off wins, but neither left fans fully satisfied. For Canelo, the doubts center on his hunger and motivation. For Crawford, it's whether his body can handle the extra weight. At the end of the day, this fight isn't just about titles. It's about proving who still has something left to show the world. Then we get to the most important piece of the puzzle, styles. Former fighter Gabe Rosado stirred things up by saying Canelo actually has faster hands than Crawford and that Crawford doesn't fight on his toes. That surprised a lot of fans, and for good reason. In the early part of his career, Crawford built his reputation by boxing on angles, using movement and beating opponents with timing and precision. Against fighters like Victor Postal and Brady's Prescott, he proved he could box on the move just as effectively as he could apply pressure.
So I don't see how Crawford could hurt Canelo, because Canelo's been in there with Kovalev. He's been in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with big punchers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can a guy that's really a 47-pounder, even though he's up in weight, I don't see how he can hurt Canelo.
Rosado's comments highlight the real tension in this fight. Canelo is known for his timing, precision, and ability to systematically break opponents down. Crawford, meanwhile, brings unpredictability. Roy Jones Jr. summed it up perfectly when he said, "Canelo has one way to win, Crawford has 6. That could be the X factor. Sure, if Canelo fights a perfect fight, he can win. But perfection is tough to sustain, especially against someone like Crawford, who can switch styles, adjust his rhythm, and adapt on the spot."
You know what I'm saying? It just feels completely, because your body is different to absorbing a bigger blow. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, when I spar the guys in the lower weight classes and they hit me, bro, it's like, no disrespect, but it just feels like you get hit with a pillow. It's just different. It could be a murderous puncher at 147, but if I'm walking around 185 and I'm a solid guy and I'm used to fighting guys, you know, with a different kind of power, and I spar a guy that's a welterweight, it